Picture this. In 1956, the British Empire controlled a quarter of the world. Leaders thought they could grab the Suez Canal and force history their way. In 11 days, everything fell apart. Not from lost battles, but from economic pressure by their ally, America. The pound crashed. Reserves disappeared. Britain's global power vanished fast. Jump to today. America stacks trillions in debt, stretches military too far, and ignores the signals. What if 2027 becomes our Suez, the year the dollar takes a fatal hit? This history is not distant. It shows what can hit your wallet hard. Stay with me to see why. By the end, you will see the clear parallels between Britain's 1956 collapse and America's path now. You will also get real steps to protect your money. We cover 4 parts. First, what set Britain up for failure? Second, the invasion and how America hit back hard. Third, how the US repeats those mistakes today. Fourth, the risks that build toward 2027. We finish with actions you can take now. Let's start with 1956 and see how one decision broke an empire. Britain did not suddenly turn weak in 1956. Problems built over years. After World War II, leaders held on to empire dreams. They kept 800 bases around the world, but drowned in debt. They took a $3.75 billion loan from the US just to survive. Their economy struggled. Still, they spent big to look strong. On July 26, 1956, Egyptian President Nasser nationalized the Suez Canal Company. Britain and France owned most of it. The canal moved 80% of Europe's oil. Nasser said the canal belonged to Egypt. He used it to fund his projects. Britain saw this as an insult to their power and a direct threat to fuel supplies. Think about it. America depends on foreign ships and oil routes now. Those weak points wait for trouble. Britain's real problem came from deep debt after the war. Every mistake hurt more. They responded with a secret plan that backfired badly. Britain wanted the canal back. They worked secretly with France and Israel. On October 29, 1956, Israel invaded Egypt's Sinai. This gave Britain and France an excuse. They issued a fake ultimatum on October 30th. They bombed Egyptian airfields October 31st. Paratroops dropped November 5th. On the ground, they advanced fast. Egypt struggled. Then America acted. President Eisenhower felt angry and worried about Soviet moves. He refused IMF help. He threatened to sell British bonds. This started a run on the pound. Reserves dropped tens of millions in days. Britain had no choice. Ceasefire came November 6th. Full withdrawal happened by December 22nd under UN pressure. The IMF gave $1.3 billion later, but only after the damage. Prime Minister Anthony Eden resigned January 9, 1957. His career ended. Quick recap. Invasion turned to retreat in weeks. Financial pressure, not guns, did it. Britain lost more than a canal. They lost respect. Decolonization sped up. Sudan gained independence before the crisis. Ghana followed in 1957. Britain could no longer act alone. Power shifted to the US and USSR. America follows a similar path now. Britain spread bases and debt too far. The US has 750 bases worldwide. They cost $100 to $200 billion each year. That matches Britain's drain from east of Suez before 1956. Our national debt sits at $35 trillion and climbs. It echoes Britain's post-war broke state. Creditors like China hold treasuries.
They could sell them off, just as we pressured Britain. Historians call Suez a symptom of bigger weakness. The same debate happens around the dollar today. We spend more on military than the next 9 countries combined. We police the world on borrowed money. Pride blocks us from seeing the decline, just like Britain. Recap. Heavy debt, too many bases, ignored risks. Britain wrote this script. We read it now. Experts warn of an American Suez if we continue. When does the pressure hit? Look at 2027.
Data shows trouble ahead. The dollar weakens slowly through mid-2026 from slow growth and big deficits. Reserve status stays unless a major shock arrives. Its global reserve share dropped from 66% in 2003 to 47% in 2022. That continues. BRICS pushes de-dollarization. Dollar payments still lead at 47% in 2025. The yuan lacks full trust. By 2027, debt interest tops $1 trillion a year. That beats defense or Medicare spending. A trigger, like failed sanctions or lost confidence, cuts reserves to 40%. Forecasts show gradual decline, unless mistakes speed it up. After Suez, Britain's pound made imports cost more. Our imports could rise fast. Rates climb, living costs increase. What if BRICS pushes harder? The dollar does not die in 2027 for sure, but weak points grow. Britain's lesson from 1956 is clear. Ignore debt, and empires fall. America needs to face facts before 2027 locks in damage. Suez hurried their decline. Our version could shake global finance, raise prices, and shift power. You can act now. Diversify into gold or stable assets. Cut your debt. Build practical skills. Government rescues? Britain learned not to count on them. If this hit home, like and subscribe for more straight history finance breakdowns. Comment below. Is the dollar doomed? Let's talk. Share this with friends who need the reality check. Next video covers China's gold moves and how they could hit hard. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching. Stay alert, America.